My name is Yonas.
Jonas, how old are you?
I'm 32 years young.
And what do you do?
I am a doctor of physical therapy. So if you guys have back pain or foot pain from those heels, I can help you out. I'm a real estate investor. I also love God. Jesus changed my life. He set me
Amen.
free. He's why I am this way. I'm super happy. And I'm just looking for a woman to build a kingdom with and generational wealth with.
Okay, we love that. So now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
I love to exercise. I love to travel. I love to learn as well.
Okay. And what are you looking for in a woman?
I'm looking for a woman who loves God and just who does have a nice career and also who is very nice on the inside as well.
We know for a fact Jezebels are sitting there going, this man doesn't sound like the devil. It's not for me, right? Not enough toxic traits for my guy. Oh man, this seems like it's just not going to go that well. Knowing what I've seen on this show from not every one of them, but almost every single one of them, you're just not going to like this.
Side as well.
All right. What are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breakers, if she doesn't believe in God, if she just is inside of her home, and if she's not nice on the inside. So.
All right, we like that. So we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping.
I'm Brittany. I am 28.
Okay. And Brittany, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I popped my balloon just off of first glance. I wasn't a fan of the full outfit. It's very nice, but it just wasn't what I was looking for.
She's looking for that street attire. That street attire.
Drink the coffee. It'll make you feel better.
Looking too dapper, my guy.
I'm Janine. I'm 28.
Why did you end up popping your balloon?
Honestly, I think you're dressed very nice. I love everything that you said.
But
it was just off of initial attraction. It just kind of felt like we wouldn't match personalities. I feel like you're very well spoken, and that's really, really good. I'm just looking for someone with a little bit, a little gangster lean in them.
Gangsta, hey.
Just a little bit, not too much, but yeah.
I hope she gets all the gangsterling that the future has planned for. I hope she gets so much gangsterling that she doesn't know what to do with it, and we'll be here to make sure we cover that.
But yeah, thank you.
Deanna, and I'm 29.
Right. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
The initial attraction, I would say again, the haircut. Specific with that, I'm sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, it would be the haircut for me. He has everything, it sounds like, together, so yeah.
Okay. So what kind of haircut do you like? Like
low. I just needed low and all
fade.
around. Yeah, man.
Okay.
She lied. Let's be honest. Haircut, that was your deal breaker. Something that can be changed in like 1 to 3 weeks or something like that. Nah, she falls in line with the rest of them. He comes across maybe too nice, and they don't like that. They don't like that.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I'm Ashley, and I am 26.
Right. Ashley, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I just see us being like really good friends. Like that's all. Like you're very handsome. I love the way you talk. Like you have really good energy. Like that's why I feel like we should be like best friends. That's why. That's the only thing.
Okay. So no romantic vibes.
No romantic vibes. Just like really good friends.
Actually gonna pop.
Okay.
Damn. At least they're keeping it real. And this is why, guys, I say, and I've always said, being the nice guy results in pains, suffering, and long-term friendships with women who you'd rather be romantic or sexually involved with. And chicks will look you dead in the eyes and say, but we love nice guys. No, you don't. No, you don't. This man here just needs a bit of coffee, right? He needs one of these chicks to give him a bit of play one time, put him through the ringer just one time, just a little bit, just roughed up a little bit of pain, a little bit of suffering. He needs to look at these chicks just a little bit sideways. And then they'll say, there's something about him that I like. That he won't put up with my shit would be a big part of it. And if you're listening to this, bro, just keep watching. Keep watching the coffee pot. You won't be able to you won't be able to know what to do with the amount of women who are attracted to you, I promise. And it's not about going through this and becoming bitter, but it's about being a man who is good instead of nice. This is a result of maybe parents, it could be two, but most likely just a mother who did an amazing job raising up a nice young man. But they don't like nice young men. They just don't. There's no other way of putting it. they don't like nice young men. And this is not just toxic women. Women in general don't like nice young men.
Actually gonna pop.
Okay. Why'd you end up popping?
I think that he's really attractive. It's just when I see him, I don't see like my man, you know. Very attractive. I love your career. I'm also getting my doctorate, so I love that.
Bro, get a hold of me. Get a hold of me. They'll tell you, don't do it. Don't do it. You talk, get a hold of me. I feel terrible just watching this.
Doctorate, so I love that. It's just attraction wise, I don't know, like friends, cool, talk a little bit, but I'm not feeling like, you know?
Okay.
So, yeah.
So you're gonna pop your balloon?
I'm gonna pop.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
My name.
You got to commend them for the honesty to an extent here, because what they really mean is, you know, you have all these great attributes, but I don't look at you and can imagine myself getting aroused by you as a man. This is the truth. I mean, a lot of men have been there, right? A lot of men have been there. And if you don't understand this, then you will learn. By the way, the crazy thing about this is the last few chicks who are on the fence would probably put them in the position of like, nah, you know what? Nah, that's a no for me too. Is women are followers when it comes to attraction sometimes. And they see women turning down one guy, they follow. Now, I know I'm going to get the rebuttal from my fellow believers who believe in God. And to that, I would say this. Too often does the church produce men who come across too nice. And too often do I think that, and please don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that you need to be toxic, right? You're going to have people in the comment section who are going to say the only way to do it is be a toxic. They love, it's not that you need to be toxic to women. It's that a woman needs to know. You got to ignore the comments, because you can, there's a fine line here, right? A woman needs to know that when she is crossing a boundary and a line, you be able to stand up for yourself. And not only for yourself, but for her against somebody else. It's the whole idea of, as a man who aims to be good, you must be able to do some bad things sometimes to protect those that you love and also yourself. And there are plenty of examples of that in the Bible. David being one of them, you know, he was not a coward. You have Samson being one of them. He was not a coward. Many of the men, you have Paul, right? These are straight killers. They'll be categorized as murderers in today's time. But these men were reformed. For example, David, even with his love for God, he was not a punk whatsoever. Check out a few of these comments, see what the people have to say. Top comment here reads, we're on threads right here. Oh, shoot. Let me see. Discard, refresh this page. All right, so top comment here has Kevin Samuels. And by the way, I'm so glad I saw this, because it just reminded me of something that Kevin Samuels said that I never forgot, specifically when he came to the Black community. He said something about like an alpha archetype. If I remember this correctly, I'm going to try my best to remember. I don't use that word often because a lot of people misuse the whole alpha thing and beta thing, and I just don't think it's really necessary to really even use those terms at all. But he did say something. He says, you know, in the Black community, we only have one archetype of alpha. You know, that they're like stereotypical, like masculine man, and it's like Tupac in a suit. Whereas if you look at other cultures, you know, the doctor who's a highly successful doctor is really respected, or the guy who's a really successful guy in, let's say, trades, you know, or the guy who's really successful in education. He doesn't always have to come with that street tag. Next comment, he says, so let me get this straight. Dudes articulate, educated, clearly successful, and gets rejected because he doesn't have thug energy. By the way, there are just chicks out there who, if you don't have, like if you're not street enough, they're not going to consider you. Who cares? Go on to say, but if he dates a white woman, now he's a sellout. Black men are constantly expected to be intellectual thugs who are 6'4", ripped, rich, and street savvy, but also soft, spiritual, and swaggy. It is impossible. It's an impossible standard. No wonder some of us check out. This is true. Someone else who says that man is gay. Come on now. This is a woman. Now we have this chick here calling that man gay. Unless if you look like you run the streets, you're gay. Here's somebody else who says, I would also pop my balloon for a man that believes in a mythical imaginary deity who's seeking a servant to be the inferior in the house according to their Christian dogma. He's still single at 32. They dodged a sexist bullet. So here you have a feminist, non-believing chick. You know, you're allowed to not believe in God, so on and so forth. And, you know, hey, have fun out there, right? Here's somebody else who says, white women rubbing their hands like Birdman. Here's somebody else who says, he gives off a neurodivergent vibe to me. Okay, let's see. This comment from a woman says, ladies, I hate to say this, but are we cooked? Like, what was this? Y'all embarrassed me. These chicks are cooked. These chicks are cooked. Because at the end of the day, with everything I have said, when you get to the end of it, I guarantee you, 80% of these men would have looked back to men like this and said, you know what? I would have taken him even as he is. Coming across too nice. They will look back. Why? Because statistically, probably ending up alone, maybe a couple of kids, you know, you're struggling financially. It's going to get very sad. You know, it's going to get very sad. It will end in tears. Of course, I'm curious to know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below. As always, I appreciate you checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.